Burns, you cunt.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. You've got 5 reasons for me. 5 reasons why GTA heists are brilliant.
Yes.
You've got a minute for each one, because frankly, I've got stuff to do.
I've got a tuxedo to pick up today, guys, so let's get on with this.
Here you go. Point 1, go.
Call up the boy, let's go for the joyride.
Okay, the stages. As in the main game, GTA 5, there are different stages which you need to complete to get the heist rolling. So in the one you're seeing right now, we're attempting to break someone out of prison. You know, you can't just go in prisons anymore. It's not like the olden days, you know, where you put a little fucking something over the barbed wire fence and they climbed out and then you ran off to Brazil because you robbed the train, Ronnie. No, anyway, they're multi-part, multi-objective. The reason this one works is because the stuff you need to do just tallies with awesomeness, in the words of video game people. You need to steal a plane, you need to hijack a prison bus, you need to just get all that cool shit and helicopters and stuff like that to bring it all together for the final heist, and it builds the excitement towards finally getting on with it quite naturally. About 10 to 15 minutes a stage, depending how good you are.
Right, point 2, go.
Right, player roles. So these are quite distinct in the later stages of the heist. In the first parts, you'll be kind of rolling together to get the more mundane elements of the kit that you need. So you need to steal a prison bus, right? So you all can pilot. You can steal the prison bus from a convoy, essentially, and you can all roll out after you've done that. You pile in the back of it, or go separate ways. However, in the later ones, you'll have to split into sub-teams. So in this instance, 2 have to pretend to be police officers and steal some documentation, and 2 have to storm a cargo ship to steal a car that the fugitive you're trying to break out wants. So you get this lovely thing where you don't know what the other team are up to, but you can hear them over the headset, and headset is vital. We'll get onto that. And it just builds in this whole, again, the multi-part of it. Like, your success and failure is based upon someone else's abilities as well. So there's a lot of tension in it. It's great. It becomes more and more obvious as the heist missions go on that you need to have people who specialize in certain things. So the prisoner has to get away in a plane. So someone has to fly that plane. And this causes a lot of arguments because everyone wants to fly the plane. But the plane is, you have to keep the plane in the air. It's quite difficult. You know, people try and shoot you down. But it also means that you need to have some sort of, you need to have a headset on. You need to be able to talk to people. It's not, you have to have 4 players in this one. But you need to have some planning, which really actually makes it feel like a heist. You need to have a guy who is good at shooting, a guy who's good at driving, a guy who's good at flying the plane or piloting, the chopper. That's what makes it so different, is that you need to specialize, and as such you need to be good at what you do. And so when you achieve what you aim, it feels brilliant.
Well, my grandpa was a man in love, called Dolores his prairie dove.
To get twatty about it, let's talk about emergent play. Now, that's what GTA is all about, essentially, especially GTA Online. Is just craziness happening and, really being able to legislate for it. A lot of that happens in heists. You'll fail a lot of missions because people are crap and it is quite difficult in a lot of places. However, there is simply no better thing in GTA than to be in the back of a prison bus with 3 other people and watch it career over the side of a mountain into the sea as you're on the way out, trying to get away from the cops, or on like a multi-car police chase on the way back to the city, flying a plane, having to do aerobatics to get away from other police helicopters and stuff. That sort of thing really comes to the fore in the heists. And I think that's why they were so delayed, because they were working on making sure the game just didn't break. And at the moment, it's fairly solid, which is good.
Lifted and gifted, that's how I live. Shift mad bricks, spoil my bread.
Just about done, Steve.
I know.
Last point, go.
So, crews, loyalty bonuses, that sort of thing. Now, loyalty is apparently a big thing in the criminal underworld. I don't really know. In this, you are rewarded for sticking together with your crew all the way through. You do get a bonus for that. In my playthrough, I played with a lovely person called Matt. Big shout out, who talked me through. He'd done it before. Friend of Video Gamer. And then at the very last minute, he dropped from the game and I joined someone else's game to do the last one. It said I wouldn't get a bonus, and I actually felt bad because I'd done all of the prep work with him and the rest of the crew. So it encourages you to all stay together, get bonuses for doing it together, and there's also a different cut. So the group leader puts up the money to begin the heists.
Yeah.
And so he decides the cut, or she decides the cut. So it pays to actually get to know the people you're working for and with.
It sounds really good. I'm not high enough level to play it yet. So I need to
Well, I
find-
can invite you in.
Yeah,
you
let's
have to be
do
level
that.
12.
Yeah.
But I played yesterday with a guy who's level 244, Jim, which, as someone said in the lobby, seems legit. I'm glad that they delayed it. I was very, very impressed. I'm looking forward to playing some of the other highs. This one was quite involved. There are smaller ones and there are bigger ones, but this was a nice look at all of the elements that Rockstar is offering.
So on the whole, worth the wait.
I would say so. As long as the game or whatever it is comes out and is worth the wait, no one gives a shit anymore that they had to, because they've got it. They don't care. As long as it's not
Miyamoto says in it, a delayed game is at some point good, but
Well, yeah,
a
but-
rushed game is shit forever.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, but he's not played Duke Nukem Forever, obviously. But no, GTA Heists, very good. Check them out, but make sure you've got a crew. Make sure you've got some people to play with, because it's quite difficult if you haven't.
So don't bother if you've not got any mates.
All right, look, I've got to get this tux. I'm out.